Okay, hello everybody. I'm back with another review. I decided to take up Greenleaf. I thought the season started out really good, but I'm just going to start from episode 3 of the season since I didn't do reviews for the first part. I'm going to start with episode 3. And so, okay, so we know from the last episode, Lady May just said she wanted to divorce James. She's like, I'm divorcing your black ass. That's exactly what she said. So, okay, so, James just decided to indulge her. So she's at the breakfast table with Grace, and she gets the paper. She opens up the envelope and says, divorce. It's the divorce decree. And Lady May just goes off, and Grace asks her what's wrong, so she goes off and she's like, you have the nerve enough to ask me that after how you talk to me. And again, it's like she's sort of indirectly blaming Grace for her problems. And so she storms out of there. She's driving kind of reckless. So let's get into Charity. Now, Charity, she got it really bad in this episode. So I'm just going to run through and talk about what happened to Charity, because she got it so bad, and I just want to get this out of the way. So she goes to her father. She's saying, I want to talk about my career. He's like, oh yeah, she's singing career. And she's like, no, I quit the tour. I want to preach. She says God gave her this idea about, preaching, and about, why it's, it was something like, she said, why it's important to have God in our lives, and why it's important to our soul, something like that. And so, of course, the bishop is like, no, he's like, I didn't ever told you that I wanted to be a baker, and all of that. And he tells this story, and then he said, well, I never told you because it didn't happen. And he starts talking about the calling and all of that, and basically, I think he's telling her that preaching is really not her calling. So she gets out of there, and the next time we see her, she's calling Jabari. And he just doesn't want to talk to her. He has somebody else, another singer on the tour, and he just does not want to talk to Charity. So Charity, she goes over there to Kevin's to pick up the baby. Kevin's not there at the moment. So the baby is with Aaron, and obviously she's unsettled with that. She's being like, she's showing that she's not a fan of Aaron. And the baby has this toy that Aaron bought him, and he's like, he hasn't let that go since he got it and all of that. And Charity just sort of takes the toy, hands it to Aaron, and says he can play them with that while he's over here. And Aaron lets her know that he's going to be moving in with Kevin, and she's just not feeling that. She's just like really upset. And so she leaves with the baby, and we see her driving. We don't know where she's going, and she goes to the concert hall, where Jabari is at, and she's like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get back on the tour. And he's like, well, you quit. I hired somebody else, and I'm like, I know that, but Charity should have known that, she broke a contract. You can't just jump back in. But Jabari was just horrible to her. he didn't even want anything to do with her, like personally, I could understand, like, professionally, like, I hired somebody else, they're on contract, and I can't really just put you back on just like that. But he didn't even want anything to do with her personally. He's like, I thought I loved you. I don't want you here. She's like saying, well, nobody wants me. He's telling her go home, and she's like, nobody wants me there. And he's like, well, I don't want you here. And she's just like devastated. And I don't know what's going to happen with Charity, but she's I don't know if she's going to go off the deep end or not, but I think she might end up being a real pain for Kevin and Aaron, because when you feel like you're out there by yourself, sometimes you get a little bit, it's like you stop really giving a care. You can be kind of nasty and negative towards people, but we'll see what happens. But getting off of that, let's go and talk about Lady May. So she goes to an attorney, and the attorney, she's like, okay, she's giving her the details. Well, he cheated on me with my sister and all of that. And the attorney's like, oh yeah, we got a good case. We got a real good case here. Lady May asks her, are you a Christian? She says no, and you should be thankful that I am not. And she explains to her, I've represented first ladies before, and once the marriage is over, it's Cinderella time. The party's over, so she talked, all the things that the first lady does, all of that is over. So the life is kind of like, it changes. And she's just letting Lady May know, like, this is not going to be like, I guess what I got from it, yeah, you might get some money out of this, but your life's going to change, and not really for the better. So, let's just stay on Lady May. So she ends up going to a bar. She orders a drink, Brandy Alexander. The bartender doesn't know how to make it, but she knows how to make it down to the detail. And he's like, okay, you know what you want. So she just stays there and is getting drunk. She invites some other women to join her. And this is when you sort of understand where a lot of where she is coming from. Because she talks about, okay, well, I had, my friend, long ago I had a friend, I was friends with this pastor. She's on TV, and the women are like, oh, well, you knew her, you know her? And she says, yes. And we both got accepted to divinity school. And I turned that down because of, I turned that down because of James. We were both supposed to go to divinity school, but I turned that down. And, before, James had told Jacob that he served Lady May with the divorce papers in an effort to manipulate her into reversing course. And, he told the story about how he kind of played her in the past, to actually, when he wanted her to marry him, he played her like that, and he's playing her again. Okay, well, I'll serve you with the divorce papers, and then maybe you'll come running back. So this story that she told the ladies, it's like maybe maybe there's more to her than just being upset about the affair, and more to her having an affair with Lionel. Maybe she has these regrets about not going for education, and maybe having her own church. She just went with, she just married James and just sort of on the sidelines as first lady, not having her own, church. She's just like supporting him and being in that first lady role. So you know, she gets in contact with Grace's daughter. I can't remember her name, Sophia, because they were supposed to have dinner together. And she said, "Well, I'm so sorry about that. I'll be back tomorrow." And so James tries to talk to her, and she's like real serious. And she hangs up the phone, and he's like, so he plays it off. He's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll see you." But she's hung up the phone. But he's trying to save face for Sophia. So she goes ahead and checks into a motel. Because she had asked the bartender, "Okay, well, is there a motel around here? Because I can't drive. I know I shouldn't be driving." So she goes on ahead, checks into a motel, and she's tossing and turning and all of that. And finally, she wakes up and she goes back home. But she really lays it out for James when she gets back. She's booked a flight to Atlanta. She lays it out for him. No, this is going to happen. This divorce is going to happen. I've thought about it and I want it to happen. So his little manipulation didn't work, and that's where it ended. But I want to get back and talk about the rest of what was going on. So we had a scene with Rochelle and Tasha. And Tasha seems to be, a little bit, skittish about this whole revenge thing. She's trying to get, maybe I should, she's telling Tasha, she's telling Rochelle, "Okay, what about your soul?" And she's like, that was not only Basie's father that got killed in that fire. That was my father too. Don't you question me about my soul. I'm going to get the Greenleafs. I'm going to get them. And, even that youngest one, Grace's daughter, she's just, Rochelle she wants revenge and she is determined to get it. So Tasha's looking at her like, "Okay, you're a little scary." That's the look that Tasha was giving her. And in that moment, Rochelle was a little scary. So now, okay, and there was the other part where Grace, there was this reporter that wanted to talk to Lady May, and Grace went on to the interview, and Lady May seemed a little bit, angry about that when she got back to the truth. But that was kind of a smaller part of the episode. But the other big part of the episode was Jacob. And Tasha comes to him at the beginning. She says, I think somebody's been stealing from the collection. There have been some envelopes that have been torn open. She said, now some people do have a change of mind and they'll, but this looks, suspicious. And he just says, "Okay, well, let's just call a meeting, have all the ushers come to my office, and don't tell them what the meeting's about, just tell them to come to my office and I'll get it sorted out." And so he has the meeting with all of them, and he was pretty sure anyway that it was Zora, because he told his wife that. And so after that, the meeting at home, he just goes off on Zora. He's like, "Where is the money? Where is the money?" He's turning everything upside down and throwing stuff. And the wife Carissa, she's trying to get their youngest son settled. She doesn't want him, and she's like, "Go on, sit down." And Jacob was tearing that room apart. All the while Zora's just lying, like, "I didn't do anything. I didn't take anything. I don't know what you're talking about." He finally gets to the money. It's in this little box, and he opens it, all these crumpled up bills, 20s and all of that. And there was, I don't know, there had to be over $100 there. So she's in trouble for that, and I'm like, you're making stuff worse for yourself, Zora. You are really, making stuff worse for yourself. You've lost you don't have phone access, you don't have computer and internet access and all of that. You're just making stuff worse for yourself. And Carissa, she wants to go easier on her. She's like, well, she's not a bad kid, but obviously she does have some problems. She might not be like a nightmare or a holy terror or anything like that, but she's got some problems that they need to be dealt with, and Carissa's going a little bit too easy on her. But that was the episode. I mean, there really was a lot of drama going on. I enjoyed the episode. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, and tell me what you think. Like and comment. Just leave a comment below, and as always, please subscribe, and I will see you the next time.